Hi, and thanks so much for joining me for my skincare favorites of 2021. Let's go ahead and get started. I'll tell you a little bit about my skin along the way, starting with cleanser. There are 3 cleansers that have been in rotation this year, starting with a cleansing balm. Now this is a very luxurious cleansing balm. It's like the Rolls Royce of cleansing balms. It is by CHANTECAILLE. It's the Rose de May cleansing balm. And this one has the most luxurious texture. It's very creamy. It feels like a moisturizer, very different than other cleansing balms that I've used. I'll show you close up. Here's what it looks like. And you can see it has a little bit of that reflective quality, similar to their Radiance Elixir, where there's a little bit of pink. Really luxurious cleansing experience, if that's what you like. I'm a skincare maximalist, so this is right up my alley. I like spending a lot of time on my skincare. So I'm gonna say around 30 minutes at least in the morning and in the evening just for skincare. So you kind of have to enjoy skincare to really appreciate this product, but it really emulsifies mascara, any of the heavy duty makeup, especially when I do a video, I'll use this to help remove that. You do want to go in with a little bit of water though first, just to kind of dampen everything, just to get that going. And I love this Rose de May Pure Rosewater. This is by CHANTECAILLE, and it's a very specialized kind of rosewater. It's not just water with some rose elements in there. It is distilled. These are only harvested a couple weeks during the month of May, so Rose de May in France. So it's a very special kind of rose water, and it has a very aromatherapy aspect to it where it calms, and I would spray it now, but I feel like I'm really glowy, especially in the winter when the heater's on, my skin feels dry. I love to use this or travel with it as well. My husband actually really likes that one as well, so I have a little travel one for him to take to the office. Continuing with cleanser, of course I like to double cleanse. The Rice and Geranium Foaming Cleanser, I need a new one of this. It's by CHANTECAILLE. I do have a lot of CHANTECAILLE products. They're not all CHANTECAILLE, but I've had the privilege of trying so many of their products, and people I know who've switched over noticed the difference as well. My mom and my sister being a couple of the people who've noticed, and not only do they notice, but people looking at their skin also notice an improvement. But this is a Rice and Geranium Foaming Cleanser, so if you like foam, you're really gonna like this one because a little goes a long way. There's a little bit of a graininess to it, so it's not completely smooth, so don't be surprised when you feel that. So depending on your skin type, it might dictate how often you use this. You can see here the texture. I want to say I've had that one a good year or so, this one. So another thing, I think I've said that about CHANTECAILLE, their products go a long way. A little goes a long way with them. I also love this for like triple cleansing because I like some gentle chemical exfoliation, and this is the Peter Thomas Roth Anti-Aging Cleansing Gel. Good for all skin types except for sensitive. So my first piece of advice for you, in case you are dealing with something like me, is see your doctor. They can help figure out exactly what is going on with your skin in order to prescribe something that will work for whatever that is, because I really feel like you need to know what is going on with the skin before you even attempt trying to take care of it, because you want to go in the right direction versus like trying to dress something else that actually isn't. So that is my key piece of advice for you, as well as SPF. SPF is key. I don't think you can go wrong with SPF. Make sure those 2 things, especially if you're dealing with something like I've had to deal with. I did consult with a dermatologist before I did any of this, but once I knew what it was, I kind of knew the direction to go in. Following up with this, so once you cleanse, you go in again with the rose water, or they have a lovely orange flower water, which is beautiful, but I think I still prefer this. But this one is the Purifying and Exfoliating Phytoactive Solution, which has been described as an expressway for all of the other products that you apply. And I have a lot of brightening going on, so I do want to make sure that it is being as effective. I want to make sure it's as effective as it possibly can be. I go in with this in the morning and in the evening. This cleansing balm is more for evening because it helps to remove that makeup. But in the morning, I'll go in with this. And then in the evening, I'll go in with the, like I said, the cleansing balm, then the foaming cleanser. So this one I use morning and evening. I'll write down below which ones I use morning versus evening, or if I use them both times. just so it's more clear. This has been one of the things where I've seen accelerated progress is integrating this product right here. So there's always been a little bit of progress, but it's just in this last year what I've seen a lot more progress, but that could also be because there has been a steady progress, and as the discoloration diminishes, you see quicker results. So then going in next with a vitamin C, it may depend on evening versus day. And so in the mornings, I will go in with a product that I actually ran out of that I'm waiting for a sale. It's a SKINCEUTICALS Phloretin CF. This one says it minimizes dark spots, neutralizes free radicals, and stimulates collagen synthesis. So that's one of the reasons I like that one. So I do need to pick that up because I saw some really nice results with that one, but I have so many vitamin C's I want to use up. So if I use something at night, it'll be the SKINCEUTICALS CE Ferulic, which is a very well-known product in the vitamin C world. It's kind of like the standard for all vitamin C's. So I know so many people use this. And whenever I ask someone who's even older than me, I ask, what are you using? And they typically tell me this is one of their key ingredients that they use. So it's a lovely vitamin C. Let me just show you. So it's got that kind of consistency. I also use this one when you want a little bit more hydration or travel. I love this one for travel. It's the Common Air Vitamin C. It comes in these little individually packaged, ready to go. So it's 10% vitamin C serum. It is a bit more viscous than the other vitamin C's. So let me see if I can show you. You can see right there, this is the Common Air. Can you see how it's not moving as quickly? So you can see that it is a different consistency. Yeah, they feel different. There's something a little bit more viscous about this one. So if you prefer that kind of texture, actually my mom has dry skin and I think that's why she gets along really well with this one right here, but she bought a full size of this as well. Then going in with a brightener. There's a lot of brightening happening in here, and again, dermatologist, you want to make sure, because my skin is very hardy. There is very little that can irritate it. So my skin, I think, is a little bit unusual, but we've got this concentrated brightening serum. This is by Clé de Peau. I also love the one by CHANTECAILLE. They have one as well, and so does Chanel. They have a brightening one. I like to just rotate through them though. So the next one up will be CHANTECAILLE, so I need to get that one once I'm out of this. But brightening serum is one of those things that when I don't include it, I can tell the difference in my skin. So it's definitely something I really, really need to make sure I incorporate. So here is the texture on that serum. So you can see it is very much a serum-y texture, very lightweight. That's a really great one. And then I'll go in with even more targeted, brightening. So I've been using this. It seems to be sold out quite a bit, I think, because Dr. Really talked about it. That's when I found out about it and I started using it. But I apply this just to my darker areas, so right here, even my chin area right under my nose, and then I have a little dark spot there that can pop up, but it's the Faded by Topicals. So there is the texture on that if you wanted to see. And you can see it's a little bit thicker, more than a serum. So that one really stays in place quite nicely because I do want it just in targeted areas. I also like to make sure I use this. This is the Blue Light Protection Hyaluronic Serum by CHANTECAILLE. So this one is lightweight as well, so I'll show you the texture. So you can see it's a little bit thicker in its consistency, a little bit more viscous. Really great lightweight formula though. I don't sense it on my skin, but I will use that morning and evening. So morning because I'm in front of a device, and then after I wash my face, typically in front of a device editing or something like that. So that's definitely part of the regular routine. There's another serum that I recently discovered this year. It's the BioLifting Serum. So I'm still trying to work out like when to go in with this and this. Sometimes I forget, but when I do use this, I love it. It's the BioLifting Serum Plus, and I'll show you, it comes in a dropper, similar to the consistency in the Blue Light Hyaluronic Serum. There's a bit of a tightening effect there, and I like to use this tool with that. Actually, I have a couple different tools that I use because they don't require recharging. I don't know. I love that NuFace device, but it just seems like one more extra step, but this is so easy to use. So I have this tool. I love the contours because I don't follow directions, but I just use it the way I feel like, okay, that seems like it works there. So you can flip it this way, you can flip it this way, you can flip it this way. I just kind of go along the jawline here. I go in upward motions. I'll go in this direction as well and above the brow. So I'll incorporate that serum using this tool. I really like it. I feel like it promotes that lifted motion. Oh yeah, I don't want to forget eyes. So for eyes, this has been my combo, the Nano Gold Energizing Eye Serum. So this is a roller ball, and I'll go under the eye a few times. I think I count 7 times under each eye, but I love how it has that cooling roller ball sensation. And then we go in with the Stress Repair Concentrate, and I just take the littlest bit. So again, you want to take just a little bit under the eye. My hand is so smooth now that I have all of this product on there. Here is what it looks like. Just the littlest bit goes a long way. Yeah, it's really concentrated. So this should really last you quite a long time. I think mine lasts almost a year, so I love this one. I just go under the eyes, and this is one you can actually bring above your eyes. So if my eyelids are feeling a little dry, I will bring it up a little bit further. And then depending on if my skin is feeling dry, then I'll go in with the Rose de May face oil. This is the loveliest face oil. It absorbs really beautifully, nothing greasy here. Comes in a dropper as well. This is by Chantecaille. And this is more of an occasional kind of oil. I don't use it every day, although my mom, whose skin is dry, does use this every day. So again, depends on your skin type. So you can see right there. You can tell it's not greasy once it absorbs in. Yeah, really beautiful. I forgot to mention my skin type. It is combo skin, so usually more oily in the center, drier on the exterior. It depends on the season, so much more oily in the summer. And again, I will turn 50 this year, so definitely over 40 skin, and haven't had anything done to it. Don't have anything against having anything done to it, but I just want to see how far we can get with just these topical products. I'm sure I'm bound to forget something. I'm gonna try really hard not to. Okay, then in the day, I go in with this cream. I told you I'm a skincare maximalist. This Bio Lifting Cream by Chantecaille. So it has that same bio lifting property to it. And this is what it looks like. It's a lovely cream. It's maybe a little bit emollient for me in the summer, but I love the fluid one. I'll show you a picture because I have that too. But this is the one that I love in the winter because you can see how lovely the texture is. It feels really smooth. And I use this with it, the Bio Lifting Tool. I know this is so hard to get a hold of, so I'm keeping my eye out for when it becomes available, but I love just applying this. Again, I don't follow directions. I just kind of go along the contours and then just go in an upward motion. It's so cooling feeling, and these rotate. It rolls. So that's, I think, part of the magic of this. And this is a little solar panel, so it's a very small microcurrent, but you just want to make sure you read up on that if you have any concerns. But it just feels so soothing on the skin. And I just kind of go along the contours. I'll go under the eye area. So once I get that on, I'll go in with this Bio Lifting Tool. It's so easy. It sits in my skincare tote, and that's why one of the reasons it's so convenient to store and to use with my skincare. And then we've got, and then for the evening, I love this, the Nano Gold Energizing Face Cream, rich in antioxidant peptides and powerful antioxidants to help promote skin renewal, stimulate collagen production, and reverse sun damage for face and neck. Oh, I don't use it on my neck, but I use it on my face, and I love this. It's more of a balm. I have a La Mer, couple of La Mer products, so I'll use this or the Creme de La Mer in the evening, but I really like how this has a brightening properties because that's what I need. So you can see how balmy it is, much thicker texture. Really nice to seal everything in, especially in the winter. Wow, that's like an evening's worth of face cream that I just put on there. That was a lot. Yeah, so that's the one I use in the evening. Then for some items that I use regularly, not daily, but regularly. So it kind of just depends on if it's a treatment, which I'll show you in a moment here, or if I just want to incorporate this into makeup or use it on its own. This is a Radiance Elixir if you haven't heard of it. It is a lovely product. It comes in a dropper like this. That's what it looks like. So you can see it does look a little bit like that Rose de May cleansing balm, the way it reflects the light. But it has skin awakening peptides. It helps your skin look less red, plumps up those fine lines, and then just, again, awakens your skin. So it looks really lovely on the skin as well as treats it. So it is skincare, but I do like using it with something like the tinted moisturizer. I actually mixed it in today with the tinted moisturizer. That's why there's a bit of a glow. I mixed glow and tan, the tinted moisturizers, these right here, with a little bit of the Radiance Elixir. And I think that's what's coming through as more of the glow. So if you want to add a little glow and get some skincare benefits, then you can go in with this as well. I love it. And then for any kind of masks, I love this Hibiscus Smoothing Mask. I think it's a lovely, very gentle smoothing kind of mask. You leave it on for 3 to 10 minutes, I believe. Yes. It's got AHAs as well as hibiscus and papaya, which gently smooth the skin. So that looks like this. It's a little bit thicker in its consistency right here. It's a really lovely texture. And then I also love their Bio Lifting Mask. This one's a beautiful one. Again, helps with that lifting, which I feel like is kind of the name of the game this year for me, turning 50. So that texture looks like this. Again, very nice and emollient and hydrating as well. So I love using that one. Sometimes I will sleep in this one as well. Speaking of masks, I love these brightening masks. So this is the second 5-pack I purchased. It's by 111 Skin, Harley Street, London. This is one of those things where I had a little sample of it, not a little. I had one mask to try and I loved the results so much I went ahead and purchased. Now for the second time. So they come like this. Oh, this is my last one in this box. It comes like this. It's one of those masks that you wear on your face, but it's a hydrogel mask. So what's nice about this is there's so much serum in here from the mask that when I'm done with the actual mask, I will just keep this for about 5 days and use the serum. Whoa, there goes light. I will use the serum as my brightening serum. I'll apply it in the morning and in the evenings. Yeah, I see a marked difference with brightening when I use that one. Another one that I love is the Gold Recovery Intense Concentrate. And this is just one of them. It comes with 4. They've also come up with an AM one, which I still need to try, which was sent to me. So I love this PM version though, and you use it for 28 days. For someone like me, I don't go to where to get any skin treatments done. Like I said, the last time I had anything done to my skin in a clinic was over 5 years ago, and I had a microdermabrasion. That's it. I think I've had microdermabrasion twice. I don't even really go for facials. Not even really. I don't go for facials, so I don't spend, I know those can be quite pricey. I don't spend money on treatments or on facials. I just do my skincare at home. So for me, I feel like something like this, I feel like this is well worth it because it's probably the price I would pay if I did get a treatment done on my face. I'm all about the topical home kinds of things that you can do. I'm sure that there are some lovely treatments out there that would be really great for my skin. I don't know, I just don't go to them. Oh, this is a new product that I love. It's the Cell Rejuvenating Priming Moisturizer by Victoria Beckham. This is the one in the gold, is it called gold? Golden. And I love this under my SPF. It actually makes my SPF look better, surprisingly. But I'll show you what it looks like. If you haven't seen it, I'm really curious about the other primer, but this is lovely on the skin. So it looks like this, when you pump it out, it looks a lot cooler than it actually is when you do this. It looks a lot more golden. So you can even see compared to my hand how golden it is. Lovely, very fine reflective quality in it, but nothing sparkly, nothing shimmery. It just is perfecting on the skin. I've been loving that for those no makeup days, and it's such a beautiful texture as well. It feels so smooth. I don't think I've ever tried a primer this smooth. I really love the texture on this. It is really smooth to the touch when you apply it. So it's another reason why I love this one so much, and I love that little bit of color. So even for someone like me I have a bit of a tan right now, it still shows up as a little bit of color. I love SPF, so there are some that I really love. I need to re-up my CHANTECAILLE SPF primer. That's a really beautiful one, never interferes with makeup. I think it's such a beautiful one. And then there's the Brightening SPF by SKINCEUTICALS, which is really nice, which I will also repurchase. So that one's SPF 30 though, I just wish it had more. This one, however, is a physical SPF. This one is the Even Up. The one that I say is so strange to use because it does not make my skin look amazing while it's on, but it provides that SPF 50, and it also says clinically tested to diminish the appearance of discoloration and immediately blur stubborn brown spots. There's a little bit of color correcting in here, not much for me. I think if you're lighter than me, that might be the case. But it is so thick, I want to say, that it will cover up your dark spots quite a bit, but not perfect them by any means, but it will diminish the appearance. But it also has a white cast on me, so I'll go in with a deeper powder to perfect it. It's not the smoothest kind of natural look on your face. Definitely looks like you've got something on there, but that's okay with me for SPF on the daily because I'd rather protect my skin so that when I do wear like less makeup like this or no makeup in the evening, then it looks really beautiful. So that's okay that it doesn't look like the prettiest with this, but I trust it for my SPF, and that's why I continue to purchase it. So this is what it looks like. So here it is, and you can see it does have a peachiness to it, which might make it a color correcting kind of thing, but it's light for my skin. But I do continue to use it, and it stays in place. Like you can see, it's not really gonna go anywhere. It stays in place all day until I wash it off. So that's why I trust this SPF, because I can see it on there and I know it's not sliding all over the place when my face gets a little bit oily. And also on the daily, I will go in with this product. It's the Total Eye SPF 3-in-1. SPF 35. Really delicate under there, so this is a lovely one. I do have mine in medium, although I'm curious about the one that's just a little bit deeper, but I like that this has that peachy tone to it. This one right here. So here's the 3-in-1, so you can see that it is a peachier, lighter tone, but it also really does a nice job of melding in, more so than the Even Up. I did want to mention quickly these SPF products as well. I have not used them as much in the winter. I do use them in the summer, and these are the Sun Forgettable Total Protection Face Shields. I have them in tan and medium. I'll show you. They're great for summer makeup because they add a little bit of color, because I don't really like wearing makeup in the summer. So this serves as my makeup in the summer. So that's how they come out, but then you do this and you can see that they actually provide some kind of color. So you can see the difference between those two shades. So that's really great, again, for the summer. I don't use them as much in the winter, but definitely during the summer. I know I've said this before, but beautiful makeup starts with beautiful skin. So that's why I invest so much time and so many other resources into finding the best skincare for my needs. And really, at my age, there's no messing around with skincare. It really needs to work. So that's why I really try to find the products that work and narrow it down to, I know it seems excessive, but these are the things that I found that work for me. So that's why I continue to integrate them. And I'll continue to test new products in this new year to see what else I can either replace or add or eliminate, depending on what I find. But let me know what your skincare favorites are, because I'd love to try them. If you have anything tried and true, especially for brightening or discoloration, I'd love to try those kinds of products, because we're getting there though. We're getting to the point where maybe this year I won't need concealer. We'll see. I don't know. I'm very hopeful though. And also, again, if you have any questions about any skin issues that you have, my recommendation is to go to a dermatologist to, again, have them really figure out what's going on and help you get on the track to whatever that looks like to help improve your skin. But that is it for today's video, so please take care of each other. Stay well. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time.